Sorry for the mix up there. Good morning, Central York. Of course, I want to go and display, the camera here, but it went and it was like, oh no, we're gonna go back to what you have. So yeah, that was awesome. That was great. Welcome to episode 32. I am so sorry. Stuff with the Instagram Reviver did not work out this week. Next week, I'm not sure if I'm even going to do it, but I know the next week that I am on here, I'm working with stuff. I definitely know that I will be able to. I will be able to do it, and I'm looking to kind of make arrangements soon. That like maybe this weekend I'll make arrangements ahead of time. So then it's already on the calendar. There's no mix up with anything. It's boom. It's there. It's solid. So with the Instagram Reviver being moved to be episode 36, yes, that is on our webpage under the episode or the upcoming episodes tab. If you can scroll through there, you can see all the episodes. Right now we're up to episode 36. We keep coming up with them. I would have done the episode 33 topic, which was Windows instead of Mac, but I'm going to save that for now. Today, we're going to talk about the installation restrictions. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to kind of talk through it. So, just to jump right in, I'll say I had a couple things I wanted to say, but I can't think of them right now. I'll say them at the end. To jump right in, if you did not know, the district did put out something, or the high school administration put something out at the beginning of the year saying, please, like, if whatever apps you need to get from manager, or you can set up the app store with your actual iCloud. Like if you have an personal iCloud account, you can set it up with your personal iCloud account. So with that account, you can get whatever apps you want that you can get from the app store. And they say like that's on you, that kind of stuff. But what do we do when we have apps that you can only get online? Stuff like Spotify, OBS, which I use. I already used it for a project yesterday. Yes, I'm recording this during my history time because the glory is getting done early. But yeah, OBS, whatever app you can think of, like those require a password. And it first happened when I went to download Microsoft Office, because I always I don't know what it is, the download's just a lot better than what's in the stores, because the stores don't have the nicer version. No, I don't know if that's true on the Mac, if the Mac is just the Mac version no matter what, but I think the downloads are better. So even before school started, I went to download Microsoft Office on my computer, downloaded the installation. It's like an installation package. It's not a zip folder. It's not like a drive. It looks like a package being opened. It opens and it's like, okay, go through this, and this, and it's like enter an administrator's username and password to continue, and I'm like, so does it mean me because I'm an administrator? So because if you have like a Windows, like a personal laptop, you're set to be the administrator. Like on my computer, I'm set. Like if there's anything that they think, or the computer thinks that interferes with its running, it prompts something saying like, are you sure you would like to continue with, or are you sure you would like to hand over privileges to this download to do these things? It gives you a yes or no. If you have like a family computer, if you ever I did it to my brother once. There's also a standard account on Windows. I'm talking about Windows. It probably is true for Mac too, but for Windows, they have like a standard. They call it a standard account, but it's like base account. And basically, what you have to do is if you get something that and it prompts you that message, like, do you want to continue? It's going to ask you for an administrator's password because like it's security. So since I got the computer, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably an administrator because I'm the only one who uses the computer. Why not? Put in my username and password and didn't work. Put in my school email because I'm like, okay, maybe it's the email. Put in the email, put in the password. I like retyped the password like 3 times each time. Like next day I would retype it like 3 times just to make sure that it didn't work. Yeah, that was unsuccessful. I did the same thing with Zoom because I just downloaded it from the internet. If you actually go into Zoom, they say you can update it from there, but that requires you to download it from the internet, which then prompts. That happened to me once where it needed an update, and I'm like, okay, I'll update it right here. I hit update, it's like, we need an administrator's username and password, and I'm like, I don't know it. And honestly, I don't like updating stuff from Manager because you don't see it update. It just says command sent to computer. It's just a command, and you don't see the command. Command is not physical. And it irritates me that way because I don't know if it's done or not. I don't know if I can use it because like I'll use programs and they'll like shut down on me and then they'll update right then because I don't know when they're gonna update, and sometimes they don't even update. The command just gets lost. Hey, it's just it's irritating for me. Maybe you like it, but I don't like it. But recently I did have to download something for a band. If you are in the band program, you'll know that's like RMS. It's supposed to help with like knowing the director knowing what we're playing, all that. And it was weird to me when he's like, yeah, when you download it, you'll have to put in your name on your computer will show up in the bar because the tech department already set it so it shows up in the bar, and then you just enter your password. I'm like, but that's not what happens. So after the class was over, I'm like, I'm gonna get it out of the way. Started downloading it, and it prompts me because it's like username Cole, and then my last name. I don't know if I should say my last name or not. I show it all the time. I'm not gonna say it. It's right there, but you probably can't read it. So, I do have my name in different places, but have my name. It's like, please enter your password to get into your computer. I'm like, okay, and I put in the school password, which I won't say. I got really tempted to say it, but I'm not gonna say it. I put it in, and it started, it downloaded. I'm like, maybe this is just, it's like a different program that requires, it's like, it complies to the standard user. The only app where you don't have that problem where it prompts you is Spotify. Spotify is like a zip file. And it was really weird because it just downloaded right away and put itself into the app. Like, it did everything itself without that password. I guess they're real sly about it. They're like, we'll get past everything. And they did, at least for me. And then I had the idea, probably yesterday sometime, I had the glorious idea. And I thought, well, what can go, if I can do this, let's test and see if that administrator password is still up and running. Because he said now if you updated because the band director said if you updated your computer correctly, it should be able to do it. I'm like, okay. And the problem was in like the drive folders that you get, it looks like a drive, and when you open it, it opens up this like basic screen, has the icon, the app, and it has an arrow to applications. And you just drag it on over because then it puts itself into the computer, and then you don't have to pull it up from the drive anymore. I just put because I couldn't do that. I would put the icon in the dock, so then it would open up the drive. So last night, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do what the drive tells me. Because, maybe the password will work. Put it right there onto the application spot. And it prompted me, and it's like, please enter your username and password. And I about lost it. But not in a bad way, in a very good way. Because it said username, mine, and it was my name, password. I entered my password to the computer, and OBS was one of them. I put OBS on my computer. I can open OBS on my MacBook without it opening up the installation drive. I about lost it. I was about to scream because like, thank you school, thank you. So, are the installation restrictions actually gone? We don't know. I honestly, I have absolutely no idea. I don't think anybody has an idea. Well, maybe a couple people, but they'd have, Is it gone? I don't know. What's my opinion on it? Well, sooner or later they might bring it back. Maybe they're having... Because, I would think at that point, if you're downloading stuff that you shouldn't... like Microsoft Office, I think they're fine with that. Spotify, they're fine with that. OBS, I'm like, I don't know if they'd be fine with it. For what I use it for, they'd have to be fine with it. But if you're downloading, like... I don't know what's it. If you're downloading Rocket League... I don't know why, I've been on a Rocket League high. If you download Rocket League, they're probably not going to be okay with that. If you're playing it during class, they're definitely not going to be okay with that. What's another? I don't know if there's any. I don't know. Don't do stupid stuff on your computer. I heard people do stupid stuff, and I'm like, how can you do that with a computer? A good idea for the Behind Jim C episode. That's what I had to talk about in the announcements. So maybe the restrictions will come back but for right now, if you know anything you would like to get on your computer, like Microsoft Office, there is an app there is something, Google does have an application that it can allow to link to the drive on your computer. It's like OneDrive, if you know what Microsoft OneDrive is. If you download it on Mac, it'll put that folder in somewhere. I put it on my desktop, to be honest, just because it's right there. You can actually access it right there. So let's say you download it, and it's going to pull off, like, it will update your Google Drive. So if you put something in your Google Drive through Chrome, it's going to update. If you put it through on your computer, it's going to update the actual web. If you put that on your home screen, you will be able to see that. And you can put it somewhere else. You can put it in documents, downloads, whatever you want. But whatever you need to download, now they take the advantage now, because I don't think, if there ever comes a time where they do switch it back, you might be out of luck at that point. Anytime we go back to school, I think you're definitely going to be out of luck. One, because when you're in school, you're not using some different sources to do your stuff. Two, everything. I would think most things are on paper, but usually most stuff is on websites. And three, why? If it's gonna cause a problem, why have it? Which I don't think it's gonna cause a problem. I don't know I never found out exactly why they did it. My theory is that they did this because, the band situation, this was an app that he found that he's like, oh, this might help. Day one, he didn't know about it. It wasn't until 3-4 weeks in, he's like, oh, this might be a great idea. I think it's more we need to figure it. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. It's more, as we're going throughout the year, we're going to find different programs to help kind of merge with the remote and in-person people. And to help with that, they're going to have to open it up to any installation. But yeah, if you still have that, I know people are having the problem where they try to use their password to log into their computer, but it's not working. If that does become, obviously don't go to them and say, I'm having a problem with it, because then they're going to say, well, you can get that through somewhere, They can retaliate in a way that you're not going to like. And this is just you can go and say to them, well, I need to download this. Well, okay. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying, personally, I would kind of hold off until it becomes a problem. People in band, they cannot get it because it's not working. That's kind of the problem there. They gotta get it. If it works for you, good. If you want to try and solve it, because it's not working, go ahead. Because if you ever do go remote, it's still a good idea. I'm not discouraging it. I'm not encouraging it. I'm just out here and saying the truth. That I always try to tell the truth. 3 sides to a story, or at least 3. I guess I do show my opinions, but I don't force anything. But yeah, so if that's not a problem for you, and you would like to take advantage of the installation stuff, I do suggest that you do that sometime now or later, because I don't know, maybe next year we all go back to school and it's all fine. They're probably going to take that off. So if they take that off, you're going to have apps that you already put in there that you can keep for 4 years, and you're not going to have a problem. Maybe, updating Zoom, if you have an update, maybe it's going to become a problem, but right now it shouldn't be. I'm not sure if they're going to change it. We're always here if it does. Yeah. So, announcement time. Moving into announcements. Behind Jim Seat, I'm so sorry. I will make sure to upload those videos, podcasts, whatever, today. It should be 2. I'm not sure if we're going to do... we're not going to do it this or next week because, just time and everything. I am starting a whole bunch of stuff next week. It's, just with school, there's kind of that 1 week where it's okay, we're kind of getting into it, and then there's this week that I'm here, where it's okay, we gotta rush to get it done. And sometimes it's I'm trying to get better at that, where I can balance, one thing's being done and this, so hopefully it'll get better. So for right now, I will post those 2 episodes. I will make those 2 episodes sooner or later today. Next week, I'm not sure if we're going to be here. Don't be surprised if we're not. That is my off week. We are, I'd like to have somebody who takes over the off week. You can have your own topics. You can talk, you can talk about your own, you can talk about one of mine. Windows instead of Mac. I'm the one who actually has a Windows computer for school. That's kind of my topic, but if you want to talk about one of the topics the topic for episode 34 is Central Streaming got better. If you want to talk about that, you can go talk about that, because you can just out of the blue. You would be technically part of the GemC team, my partner in crime, which sounds really weird. If you're interested, let me know, or there's a form on our website. I don't really check any of the stuff anymore, because it's not worth looking at, in a sense. It's just not worth my time, not worth the effort. And sometimes I'll check and I'm like, ooh, wait, we have 1 person. GemC team responses 0. Yeah. I don't check them often, weekly. So don't be. I mean, if you wanna help me out, sure, go ahead. Just say I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna talk to you about it probably twice a week. I won't be overbearing, but I do care for this. I do try to do my best on this. Yeah. But the number one rule is you only get one full take. You don't cut anything out. You don't edit it. You just take it and you upload it. I mean, that's what I do here because I'm too late. I'm too lazy. Takes up too much time, and we post 10 videos a month. That means I gotta sit down and do 10 videos, edit 10 videos a month, and I gotta record for probably an hour just to get like 20 minutes of a clip. So it's just not worth my time. This is fine. I still, but yes, if you're interested, please tell me. Please sign up. I'm not picky to who I work with. Well, I'm picky-ish, but if we're mortal enemies, then we're definitely not. But I mean, if we have something that's just like from years ago, then yeah, that's water under the bridge. Yeah. Don't forget about the start of school survey that will close today. I'll probably extend it to Monday since we're off on Monday. And then GymC Archive definitely will be uploaded by the second marking period. I will start working on that this weekend. Upcoming events will come to Behind GymC website. We're trying to pull that back together. And with that, so I can get out of the way for the two things that always pop up here, which will probably pop up like before that, so my head will be kind of covered like. But yeah. So that's our show today. It seemed quick for me, but it's like 25 minutes. Now you know about what's going on with installing stuff. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. Have a great whatever. It's sunny today, finally. It's actually, I don't think it rained at all this week, so yeah. Have a great day. Have a great whatever. I'll be back either next week or the week after with episode 33. You can always check on our website, see we do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and next week is Tuesday and Thursday. So you'll always know what episode comes when. It should just knowledge. Yeah. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. So have a great day. Have a great whatever. Have a great weekend. We are off on Monday. Thank you, Central, very much for giving the opportunity to be like no district in Pennsylvania and actually being off on Columbus Day. Not going to say what I think about Columbus Day. There's so many jokes about Columbus Day that it's just not going to try to say them. So I guess I'll be going now. Not going to say that again. I want to keep saying like have a great day, have a great whatever. Not going to say it again. Okay, and because I know what button to press now. Yay. And goodbye.